Hello all. That was a bit of a, I don't know, I could hear my own voice, so I had to just abruptly stop. For people who watched the previous 5 minutes, excuse that. I'll delete that I'll delete that soon. So in the meantime, I'm shuffling the cards and just trying to get that done. So welcome all. Hope you joined me last week. For people who did, thank you so much. And let's get started with this week. I'm just making sure that it's all good this time. And apologies. Okay, so I've just turned the cards around because they wanted me to. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with each astrological sign. And this is going to be the week starting tomorrow, which is the 26th of February. And this is just my cup of tea. Weekly predictions for each sign for the week, and then we'll move into your questions. So whoever's online at that point can ask me one straightforward question or card for the rest of the week. And yeah, and if the time finishes before then you can come in next time and ask me a question. Or if not, if it's urgent and if you want me to look into your situation, and if it resonates with you being the general reading, then get in touch with me on my email address and I can schedule a private reading. So let's get started here. Yeah, cards, just give me a couple of minutes. Okay, so the first sign we're starting with is Aries. Aries, sorry about the glare. So that's the King of Cups, for people who want to know. I'm sure it came in reverse, but it kind of went straight up. Maybe it was meant to be. So, and I'm not sure, Aries, you got this last week. So for this week, what I'm getting is, I'm actually getting, even though I know you're a fire sign, this is coming out as your energy. So I feel this is somebody who is, you're controlling your emotions very well and saying what you want to say. And this might be to somebody that you like. It's more about expressing how you feel. I'm also sensing there might have been some troubles in the past with this person, and now you're trying to repair that damage. You've been repaired, and now you're trying to repair that damage. And this is some damage repair that you're doing this week, and you're going to express yourself, and you're going to be quite controlled about it. So that's what I see for you, Aries. So let's move on with the next one, Taurus. Feel free to say hello. Whoever's online. Taurus, week of the 26th. Taurus, you have this week 4 of Pentacles upright. And the same thing happened. I just, the card just wanted to turn around. I think what I'm getting is for some of you, Tauruses, and this might actually be 50% of you, so you'll have to see which ones you fall into. So 50% of you, there's going to be some changes in your structure, financial or house, and some stability there. I think more with the house and might have to do with finances. So this is something that might happen this week. You might find out about it this week. And for others, you're actually putting it right as well. So, this might have happened in the past, and now you're putting more stability into your structure, whether it's financial. It has to do with finances or house is what I'm getting. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen for you this week, Taurus. Let's move on to the next one. Hi, Pooja. This is Gemini. I think last week I gave Gemini 2 cards by mistake, if you guys watched it. So, yeah, I think I'm good. So, Gemini, you have the Fool upright. The first thing I hear is you're taking a risk this week. There's something that you're going to be doing that's taking a risk. You're evaluating it right now, but you're going to take that plunge. For some of you, this might have to do with traveling overseas, over water. To get together with somebody. This could be family, this could be a loved one. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. There's definitely, either for some of you that's travel, some of you getting together with somebody, and you're just going to take a risk because this is not something you had planned on doing. You've been thinking about it, but it's not well planned. But you're gonna take the plunge and go in and see how this pans out for you. And actually, I'm getting a good feel out of this. So if you know what this is for you, I'm getting a relationship feel, family feel, whatever it is that you're planning to do, or you're going to take the plunge with, is going to work out well. And you might have been contemplating this for some time. There you have it. That's Gemini. Sorry, I'm trying to sip my tea at the same time so it doesn't get cold. So Gemini, Cancer. Cancer has got 2 cards, and this I categorically remember because they just flipped out to me. This is what actually happened, came out last week, one of these cards. So Cancer, your first card is Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and you've actually got the Hangman upright. So give me a minute, maybe not a minute, less than that. Yeah. The same thing with the Ace of Pentacles reverse, Cancer. You're going to spend money on something, and then you're going to have to wait for the result. That's for some of you. For others, you're losing some money. And then you're thinking about it as to what you can learn from it, and how you can change things so it doesn't happen again. And I feel that there's some guidance that comes your way. I mean, I usually have never had this with the Hangman before, but it's the first time that I'm getting this. And I know many readers read it like that, but definitely getting it this time, that there's some evaluating that you're doing after the event. So there's some form of financial, I want to say loss, but it's not such a big loss. But there's something that you're going to be losing money on or spending money on that you hadn't planned or anticipated. And now you're going to start evaluating as to, you're going to have some learning, at least try and do some learning out of it. So, you shouldn't make the same mistake again. Having said that, this is the same card that came out last week. So something's obviously going to, I hope not, repeat itself for you. That, the same incident happens, not quite. And I think it can be avoided if it does. So whatever happened last week, if it did resonate with you last week, yeah. But there's definitely more introspection, definitely more going within and making sure this doesn't reoccur. So that was Cancer. We're moving on to Leo. Wow, cards are dropping. So I'm going to take it. Leo, we have the World card in reverse for you. There's something that you're aspiring to move forward with, to kind of, complete and win for some of you. Maybe there's a competition that you're preparing for. Maybe there is, and this could have a work feel. You want to get to a certain point. You haven't got there yet. And I think that's what this is saying. Don't lose hope. It's still going to take time, though. So if you think you're going to achieve whatever end result you're going to get, it's not happening this week, at least. But you're on the right track. So keep doing what you're doing. There's a work feel to it. So, you know, any project that you were doing work related is going to have to wait a bit longer to come into fruition, so to say. But it definitely looks good. Just not this week. That was Leo. We're moving on to Virgo. That's right, Virgo. Virgo, you have the Hermit. Excuse the glare. Hermit in reverse. I'm sure another sign got this last week. Okay, and you see that I shuffled. Now, actually, it's pretty straightforward. What I'm saying is that you probably spend some time alone, or you're doing that right now as we speak. But that's going to change, I think, from midweek, Wednesday onwards. That's going to change. You're going to spend time more with people and people you know. Social, there's a social feel to it as well, you know, so maybe you go out socially with your friends, family, loved ones. What I'm also getting is that there's somebody who's been supporting you while you've been not in the public eye as much, you know, which I sense is happening right now. You're not in an outgoing space right now, but there's somebody who's supporting you nonetheless. You know, maybe there's an introspection going on. You're kind of going within, working out what you need to do, and there's a lot of enlightenment I'm getting. I mean, if you look at this card, there's so much light there. There's so much of enlightenment that's coming through with this introspection, you know, that you're going through. It's actually you're going to feel a lot more lighter when you are around people, and a lot more, I think, a new you is what I'm getting here. So yeah, and this is a major arcana, so it can very well be true that this is something that changes in how you interact with people once you do interact with them past midweek. I mean, for some of you, it could start tomorrow. It's a general reading. But for most, I'm getting it past midweek. Yeah. And they're going to be for people that, because it's general reading, for people that I'm, you know, not everyone. Some of them, I think, is going to be past April as well, that you see the result for this. That's what we have for you, Virgo. I'm going to be moving on to Libra. I like that. Libra, you have the Empress upright. I'm trying to move the card away so that I don't get the glare. Right. Complete fulfillment is what I'm hearing. So whatever you've aspired, whatever you've wanted, can come true this week. You know, you're going to feel, so for some of you, you're going to feel like a mother hen. Some of you, you have chances of conceiving. So be aware if that is not the intention. And there's some financial gains here too that I'm getting. So, you know, I think this has got a lot more emotional feel to it. But I'm also sensing that, yeah, there's going to be more. There's a bit of work, financial, as well as, I think, maybe 70 to 80% emotional, but definitely 30 to 40% where you're so satisfied, so happy, feel accomplished with how things are going for you financially and emotionally. And emotionally it ties up with whether it's family, loved one, singles, relationship, all the way through. Yeah, a lot of things are blossoming this week is what I'm hearing for you, Librans. And I think this is more for Libran women, if I have to say. Now for Libran men, maybe this is actually what I'm getting is for Libran men, maybe this is a Libran woman in your life. You know, could be a mother, could be a sister, could be a wife, girlfriend, friend, whichever way. I think she plays a pivotal role, and that's what you're going to be seeing in this person. And I think you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy that, you know this person and that's how they feel. And that influences you as well, is what I'm getting. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Librans. Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, your card is Five of Cups in reverse. Rather, it's in reverse than upright. So that's a good start. There's something that has been, that you've not been feeling too upbeat about. There's something that you feel a sense of loss. And I think there's more a feel to it, that's how you feel about a situation. This could be work. This could be on the emotional front. I'm getting a 50-50 feel with this. It could be a lot to do with work as well for some of you. So there's a big 50-50 divide here. So I'm definitely sensing that something that you were that was disappointing. I'm not saying it's over. What I'm saying is that you'll get over it. You're going to come out of it. You're going to get a little bit stronger than what you have been feeling about this. So I think on the mend is what I'm hearing for you, Scorpios, which is a good way to be, a lot better to be than, because there's opportunity there for you to see, actually, that there's, I think when there's something goes pear-shaped, as we say, then there's more in life to actually, that you can see is a lot better as well. So, you just got to change your perspective and see that. And I think that's what you're going to be, that's what you're going to be doing. And I see, towards the end of the week, I sense that you're going to be feeling a lot more stronger emotionally. So, which is brilliant. So that's for you, Scorpio. I don't know if I mentioned this. Of course, this is a general reading. So if you'd like a private reading where I can look into your situation and give you a lot more information, then I'm gonna have to take that. I'll share it with you in a minute. Then drop me an email and we can suggest. I can suggest convenient time. You can suggest convenient time, and we can schedule a private reading for you. And of course, if one of the signs is your sun signs, please watch your moon and rising, because that gives you a lot more information. So I don't know why I'm shuffling. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with 2 cards for Sagittarius. I think you got 3 cards last week as well. So your first card is the Tower in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse. Something that collided is what I'm hearing in your life. There's more healing towards it. So something that didn't go according to plan, at least you are now, you're not feeling rock bottom about it. So you're feeling as if you can do more. Get up and do attitude is what I'm sensing for you, which is normally what is not what I hear, but what I'm getting for you is that you're coming out of this, whatever it was that got you down. And this sounds to me like something big, and big is, of course, subjective to each person. Our personal situations are. So that's what I'm sensing for you. But I also see that even though you'll try and come out of it, there'll be some form of slowness, in terms of communication that you think is going to move forward, is not going to happen just this week. I think there's a bit of a slowness in terms of, if you're expecting communication, I think that's not going to happen this week. So whether if I can speak, whether this is about communication from somebody you know, somebody you like, I don't think this is going to happen this week for you, Sagittarians. So, but I'm glad that you're coming out of whatever it was that didn't go according to plan for you. The next, what we have is Capricorn. Right. 8 of Cups, upright. Moving on, Capricorns. You're going to be moving on to pastures new, to doing things new. I feel that things have been clouded. So there's information that's not been revealed to you. And I think that sense of not knowing is what's gonna help you move forward, because I think you might have invested into something. I'm getting this relationship feeler again. So, for people that this isn't a relationship, this could be work, this could be any relationship, work relationship. You decide how it works for you. But what I'm getting is that you're gonna be moving forward in life, and because there's information that was hidden. And I'm not saying 100%, but there's something under the clouds which you still don't know, but you've just decided that, you know what, you'll take the next step forward and see how life treats you this week. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Next, we're moving on to Aquarius. Knight of Wands in reverse. Travel disruptions is the number one thing I'm hearing. And maybe there's something that you're doing that is... Sorry, I'm just trying to sense what that is. So there's something that you're doing that's going to stop the progress of whatever you had invested something into. So, and I'm getting, I don't know, I normally never have this, but it's like a legal or a travel situation. Something that is not going according to plan, and an action that should take things forward actually is not. And for some of you, you're not even taking an action to take things forward. So whatever it is, it stops, at least for this week. Things are not moving forward as planned, Aquarius. And the next sign that we have here is Pisces. Pisces, you have the moon. Secrets, hidden, something that's hidden from you. There's lots. I think how people think, how people are going to be acting, everything is going to be hidden, at least for this week. There might be an overseas feel to this as well, is what I'm getting. And for some of you, you're traveling towards, you're moving into something that is not going to be clear to you for quite some time to come, is what I'm getting for you. So, is there anything else? Yeah, so I've never had this, but there's some travel here as well for you. So that's the reading. Hope you all enjoyed it. Of course, if there are any questions, I can't see any right now. So if there aren't, then I'm going to choose to go, because yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hope you enjoyed this weekly prediction. There was a bit of a hiccup in the beginning, so I had to create a new live invite and a new live hangout, really. So hope whoever wanted to join didn't have much trouble joining this, because it was only done in 5 minutes. So yeah, and yeah, Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good week, and I shall speak to you very soon. Goodbye.